and it didn't do shit. It didn't show me. It didn't split screens or nothing.
No, so okay. So when you live, double tap the PlayStation button,
Okay.
and it should give you like the live option. You can put on your mic.
Oh, the camera on now. It went on before. Oh, see, it ain't on no more. All right, there you go. You said double tap the PlayStation button? Okay. Oh yeah, the camera, it say unavailable for the camera. You can hear me? Whoa.
Virginia Tech, and you said your prayers, little one, because it's time for Enter Sandman. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdown, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Kickoff first, and here we go. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys would love to land the first punch in this one.
Bragging rights and setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came in, were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed their opponent the last time out there.
And I promise you they've heard about it a lot, right? They've been poked, they've been prodded. It's been mentioned. It's been running through the facility all week long. You've seen it on social media. The clips of the last matchup to provide a spark, some hate, some anger to get them going for this football game.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. And he's brought down after a short gain. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. With the draw, it's Roberts. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. St. Clair to throw for it on fourth. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
They'll try it over the left side. Driven back. There is a man still down. It's a Hokie, and they'll stop play to check on him. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's Raiola to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Craven. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Looking to the big tight end. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. And the Hokies line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. The Hurricanes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Way off target there.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Rides to the back. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do, because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Throwing St. Clair. Pulls it in. It's Lofton. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Hurricanes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Hits inside. It's Roberts. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Takes the handoff. It's Pringle. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Run the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. It's complete on the right side. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Canes. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. From the gun, running back gets to give. Swamped immediately. The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback Keith. Turns it on in midfield. Found enough enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Solid run on the last play sets this offense up on first down. Doing it himself again. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Raiola. Under pressure. Right side, it's Heat. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Keeps it himself. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line?
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Turning it on. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. On the run, it's Pringle. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Bush is ahead. He's out past the 35. Finding some room. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34. And what an electrifying play. And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
In the backfield, it's Jacobs. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Churns into the pile. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Breaks the tackle. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. St. Clair fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Raiola to throw. Out wide right, it's Denmark.
Nice completion, nice short game. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyways, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. There he goes. Touchdown, Miami. This defense making a big play.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he tacks on the extra point. Here's the return from inside his 10. Makes a move. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Left side is Craver. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Throws it off the RPO.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Throwing Raiola. He's going for it all. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. On the ground, it's Pringle.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Holds on, it's Jacobs. These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. Now here's Tavian St. Clair. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The Canes getting set on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. There is a man still down. It's a Hokie, and they'll stop play to check on him. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Howie Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roberts. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
And with that run, goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Plowing ahead on 4th down. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Canes! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That touchdown gives this team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. There's no question this team is reeling down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with he'll take the deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's got his man across the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Hokies are in the hurry-up.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Throws to the tight end. What a catch! Just beat the defender. The Hokies are flying down the field.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Hokies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wide receiver comes in motion. They want to run this quarterback. Headed to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do, built the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Making the adjustment. Tight end now in motion. Gets the back moving. Tavian St. Clair makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive and now they'll snap it again from the 38. On the draw, it's Roberts.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Drops back. It's St. Clair. It's complete to the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, it's Roberts. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing St. Clair. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense has been a juggernaut, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Hurricane! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Here's Raiola to throw. Right side, it's Hairston. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He's got it on the right. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. Sets his feet. It's Raiola. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Out wide left, it's Keith. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 17 team, the South Carolina Gamecocks. And it's Georgia looking to push their record to 7-0. When you do that, you essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Back now to your game in Blacksburg. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win.
And the Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Checking in with the Hokies head coach at the half. He has really challenged his team coming out of the locker room. At 2-2 in the conference play, they are really with their backs against the wall. The team they're playing today is a much better team, but they feel like they can get back in this game here at home. He said, we have to make a stand. Our season may be on the line right now. It is make it or break it. He wants that level of urgency here to start the third. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that. He's got it on the outside. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Long way to go on second down. Play action with Raiola. Left side is Heath. Oh, he's got some space. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Hokies in the hurry-up. Raiola. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Raiola from the gun on third down. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Takes it the other way. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Got room on the return. And he's going to run it all the way. Touchdown, Canes! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Trying to squeak through the pile. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Raiola to throw. The screen, and watch out. Breaks into the open. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch.
Makes a diving catch along the left sideline.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
To the air, it's Raiola. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ollie, what do you have?
Checking in from the Miami sideline. Guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Might as well give it to him again.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Makes one man miss. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Out wide left, it's Lofton. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quick give. It's Pringle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. With the draw, it's Roberts. Enough to move the chains. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Got his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And the Hurricanes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. St. Clair trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. From inside the 15, here's the return. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Wide open downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Out wide right, it's Hairston. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. 2nd and long here. Raiola to the air again. This time on target. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing Raiola. Makes the grab.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Could not make his way to the corner. And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. As we're working our way into the back half of the season, here's the Heisman Trophy race and some of the candidates, including a guy that we've seen today. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's Ryan. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
And the 4th down gamble backfires.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Tavian St. Clair. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it way down the field. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Left side, it's Vaughn. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the...
And he's in! Touchdown, Miami! They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Back to throw, it's Ryan. Tosses it incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Finds his target down the middle.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Hokies will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Throwing St. Clair. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got takeaway, and now they're in business.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Ryan. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. Gets rid of it.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Gonna look downfield again. Rush is on. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Let's send the tight end in motion. Looking for room. It's Pringle. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. He's piled up 97 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They give it to him again. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. St. Clair. Caught. At the 35, he's open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. There is a man still down. It's a Hokie, and they'll stop play to check on him. The Canes are marching down the field. Fires toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Again, it's St. Clair. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, St. Clair. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, he comes up with a huge 1st down.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Complete. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He'll be tackled right at the 32, and a pretty good job on the return to set up his offense. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Dropping back, it's Ryan. Unloads to the right. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. This offense has it with really good field position. Tavian St. Clair. Right side, it's Pringle. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Out wide left, it's Vaughn. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the air, it's Ryan. Here's a throw downfield late. On target over the middle. It's a seam wide open. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And the Hokies trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to bull his way in. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's the fabulous part. A late touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. And they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. This is a coach you want to know. Next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it.
Makes the grab in their space. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Left side is Compton.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Again, it's St. Clair. Out wide right, it's Compton. There he goes. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. And man, they're taking advantage right now.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Gets it just across the 30 to the 31-yard line, and that's where the return is stopped. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Lewis. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.